discover a world of magic and steam technology. An alternate London where mythical creatures coexist with humans. Explore the
follow Atticus daily. Daily? I don't know. As he explores the seedy underbelly of London's East Docklands in search of his mother, a reason for living, and his next fix. Atticus is a prisoner to the voices in his mind, giving in to his vices, surrendering to base urges, or being forced to reflect on life gone wrong. Which voice speaks the loudest? Where have you got the choice? Blaming his fiery temper on his minotaur blood, he embraces intimidation and combat, swearing he has a handle on his vices. Intimidation. As a magician, he is trained in escape tricks and sleight of hand. He is light-footed and nimble for a minotaur. Charlatan. Stealth and deceit are second nature. Nah, we can't take that. Stealth and deceit is not. What is that? You can't even I'm gonna search yourself. Wit. Rationality suits him in a world that is unforgiving. He meets challenges with a silver tongue and understands basic machinery. You are well suited to coming up with solutions on your own. Self-discipline, definitely not. He grew up in a crowded orphanage using illusory magic to disguise himself as a human. He moderates his urges and keeps a cool head. No. You've trained in magic. No, we are definitely going with the hermit with wit. Right. A dark shade looms over you. Against the guttering lamplight, the black-shadowed form hovers unsteadily like a cutout in a magic lantern. You can't be sure whether it is a real living thing or another grim manifestation from your week-long bender, which at first blush you appear to have survived. Or is it the face of death, come to claim you? In any case, the spectre seems to be in no hurry to move along. Painful memories prick your chin-addled brain. Now recall why you're here. You choose this alleyway, you chose this alleyway in London East End to drown the last of your days in drink. Well, if this operation isn't the angel of death, then even at suicide you have failed. Wow. Not grim at all. Old Crown. Atticus. He's coming, wake up. Get out of my head, you old crown. Atticus, he's coming, wake up. Get out of my head, you you had that already. 1 second, real quick. Masked strangers says Atticus Daily. Nothing but a dark silhouette for a face. No, it's a mask. His voice is cold and mechanical, like the hinge of a heavy iron door, concealing his identity, no doubt. Too required to succeed. Well, that is too, right? Well, let's try it. Try to speak. Who are you? Instead of a response, he proffers me a tin stippled flask. Shouldn't be offers. Proffers is to offer, really? Okay. Take it eagerly or wave it off. Yeah, I don't think the Switch integration works. Oh, it works on there, I see. Oh, that's kinda neat. Take it eagerly. Let's go with that. I'd been hoping for the hair of the dog, but alas, it's only a chloric bite of London tap water. Better than a parched mouth, and at least a bit restorative. Stowing the flask, the stranger leans back into the dim light of the gas lamps. I can finally see his features in full. He wears a brass-buttoned traveling waistcoat complete with a scarlet hood and a mask of ornate gold panels. It glitters in the gaslight, delicately crafted. Finery like I have never seen. Oh, on your feet now, you sorry sight. Dizzy from the head rush, it's hard to keep my balance. Wait, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Holy shit. Who are you and what do you want with me? A friend in need of your services. A friend, but a man of his station, so deep in the Docklands, spells trouble. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. Right, I need a moment to get my bearings. Fair enough, but I'll be watching. Well? Why would you be watching? The stranger pulls back his waistcoat, showing off a... Ah, I see, a gilded flintlock pistol. Over the years, many a minchbag have come to collect. This Barney Nuff is no different. Ask started the masked stranger. So many outstanding debts and foregone second chances. Is it all catching up to me? He can try like all the others, but none have yet succeeded. Old crone. That's as may be, but if you keep going on this way, it's only a matter of time. Try looking for a way out, perhaps through that padlocked door over there. Where did he go? Explore the world around you to discover helpful items on your journey. East London hides many secrets. Press and hold the highlight hotspots button, tap by default, or highlight areas of interest. See the newspaper? The Illustrated London News, this week's edition. A fleet-footed journalist takes to the East End underground and undercover. The hard-boiled scoop on the courtesan killer. Who's really behind the murders, and what is Scotland Yard still hiding from the public? Read on for the gory details. This story will boil your mood. Ponder the news? I've had enough of this. Let's ponder a little. I need to end this. Your inner voices are at odds. When you choose one voice over another, this changes the balance of your humerus. Over time, these voices become stronger. Hazards of the job, I suppose. But it's a shame no one deserves to die like that. Maybe not, but they knew the risks. The Eastern is an unforgiving place. Right, let's go with maybe not, but they knew the risks. The East End is an unforgiving place. I'm not sure they had much of a choice in their vocation. Oof, that's a bit of a harsh one. And what choice do I have in the matter? Being haunted, is it rather curious? It is rather curious. Are we investigating or are we leaving it to the police? Could investigate, I suppose. Hey DJ, press a vote. Vote, investigation or police? Press a vote. No, you can't press. It's on the screen. You should be able to. It's over anyway. Let's investigate. Dolly's being hunted. It is rather curious. I'm no police special, but I will see what I can find. A detective or a special investigator. Alright, there's a cane sword. Is it mine? An evening cane concealing a steel blade in a cherrywood sheath. Below the brass figurehead is a band of crushed velvet. Battle-scarred with a well-worn handle. And suitable in aristocratic circles. Oh, of course we take the cane with you. Maybe take the cane. We're leaving it. It's a weapon. We might need it. I think I can move too. Look at that. Cane sword added to the inventory. I should really keep better track of my belongings even on a chin bender. So, is there any self-discipline left? Game just started, by the way. We woke up here and the stranger was there, saying that he needs our services for something or another, and he's watching me get my bearings because... Chin. That's all I say, chin. Liquor bottles. Jennifer Rotgood and dry gin bottles are strewn about, broken and empty. Beige, those are remnants of a day drowned in sorrow, feels like ages ago. What's that? Vote something, DJ, to see if it works. Oh, I mean, I voted something, so no, it does. Looks like to me like a day well spent. That's a deal of liquor, but a minotaur takes double to ride the same carriage. Speaking of which, let's see if there's more. Nah, we're trying to get our bearings. Fuck the liquor for now. Self-discipline. Unless you say something else. 20 difficulty versus 18 wit, we need 2. We have an 88% chance of finding something. You know what, fuck it. We're going with the first one, are we? You actually voted 2? God damn it, now I have to do 2. Let's do it. Well, I think I've had enough liquor for now. Probably for the best. Damn it. There's the herring basket. Let's check it out. How do we run? Maya is so slow. Herring basket. A slotted wooden basket made from hazel cuttings. Willow branches weave around the bottom for support. Why am I up here looking at a basket? Surely I have more important matters to attend to. I can smell the rotting fish from here several days past its prime. Why would we lean in? Fuck. Yeah, let's lean in. I'm totally with that. Let's go do it. Let's have a look. White stripes of flesh swimming in a pool of decomposition. Hippo tearing a small oily fish that is salted or pickled, then cold, smoked over smoldering wood chips. I see. So, let's should open it. We got this far. Now we can't turn back. That is it. We got this far. We need to know. We need 5. We need only 67% chance. Let's do it. To make a skill check, you will draw a card from one of the 4 minor arcana decks. Each deck contains cards numbered from 1 to 14. They also contain the world, which will always succeed a skill check, and the fool, which will always fail and then reshuffle the deck. Okay. No idea, man. Let's do it. No, we failed! Temperament is representation of your character's mental state. Progression from desperate, very content, optimistic to hopeful. Your choices can change your character's temperament. Certain dialogue choices are only available based on your temperament score. What happens? Minus 10 hope. DJ, minus 10 hope. What the fuck did you do? Self-discipline knocked back to my haunches. This is a lingering rotten meat stench in my mouth. Gulping at the cool air, I find my footing well away from that rancid basket. Oh shit. I'm sure it would have been cool if we had won the skill check. Minus 10 hope as well, what the fuck? How do I walk faster? I don't know how to walk faster. Controls. What? Journal, inventory, pause. Left mouse, scroll. Let's do always run. Now it looks weird with the cane. Alright, let's see what else we got. Padlock door. Well, maybe we first should check here. Gears and cogs. Mechanical odds and ends shimmering in the gaslight. Worth a little tin if you deal them to an engine man. Oh, we gather the gears, that's not even a thing. Might prove useful. That's not even a question, why wouldn't we? Containment fence? Why are we contained? Military grade reinforced with barbed wire. The sign reads, Werewolf containment zone in luminescent pane. Electric bolts are between the fence posts, the smoky ozone scent flooding your nostrils. The moon won't be full for another 2 nights. It might be safer inside instead of all the whim of the stranger in his brocade waistcoat. Oh wait, they are locked inside. We are outside. I see. Hey, that's cool. You voted for 2? Very averse. Bugger this ruddy fence. It's just a pile of kindling and wire. I will take a running start and charge straight through it. Who voted for this? Who fucking voted for this, man? You're gonna kill him. DJ, why? Fuck! Wait, can we save? I don't know if it works in an action. Bugger this ruddy fence, let's do it. No! You killed it! A penny paper lies in a rain puddle. Sudden and scarcely legible save for these lines. Minotaur body found, no known relatives, service out by the Sacred Heart. That's what I get for trusting chat, eh? That's what I get for trusting you, DJ. What the fuck? I want to try this. No more voting for you. No more voting for DJ. We're gonna have a look. We did it. Silk wrapped cables running into a switch box. That must be the power source. I'm no engineer, but I might be able to power down the fence from the switch box over to my left. But why would we do that? Do we want to even go in there? We still have the other guy to deal with. Switchbox. A battered metal switchbox secured by a chain and padlock. That's 38, that's 69. Oh, come on, it's 69. Is that even a question which option to take? Come on. Use the cane saw to bash it open. Ah, no, you didn't vote. Alright, we used the cane saw then. Yay, we did it. Only that did it. Now I will cut the power and hop the fence. That will put some acres between me and the stranger. It's 4 meters high with voltage running through the razor coils. Bit risky. Can't be that hard to cut the current. Pull the red wire. You can't just pull the red wire. What is if it's the blue one or the green one? Are we pulling out of this? I don't know if we should put out. It's nearly 69, but it's not quite. I don't think we should. Oh, you guys didn't vote again, you pussies. Jesus. Let's try it. Hey, we did it! Can't be that hard, huh? I tear out the red wire, but nothing seems to happen. I will have to come back with someone who knows circuitry. Holy shit. Alright, let's see what else we got. A missing poster. Oh, that was on the other side. Julie and Bertram O'Brien, orphans missing from Sacred Heart Orphanage. Small reward furnished upon any information leading to their safe return. Please have a heart for our poor children. The Sisters of the Sacred Heart, 22 Cherry Vine Lane. Really? East Ed, London. Arms accepted. I remember this place. Relive the nightmare of being in an orphanage or not? Or going rawr, fuck you. That's basically the two answers. Getting down and depressed or rawr. Right, let's go with Animal Instinct. When a tragedy strikes, the ripples are far-reaching. A brother and sister gone missing from where I was brought up. Being an orphan myself, should I be the one to investigate? There are unsettled spirits in the Docklands, and like it or not, I play a part in the pageantry. Oh god. Hopefully not as some marionette with strings to pull for their amusement. I won't stand to be manipulated. Well, let's search for it, why not? Search for the orphans. Something's not right here, and orphans in the Docklands need all the help they can get. I'm just accepting them because I'm curious about, you know, what happens. Those rootless souls taking their ease in the heat of a steam vent, one of the few free comforts to be had in old London town. This one is Paul Pickett, drifts around the city so much it's hard to not know him, might not remember me though. Balderdom Dash, that landlord, bloody meter, refuses to fix the heat in my abode. Them mutton shunters cast me out on the bricks like flicking an ant off a sleeve. The unfortunate companions huddle for warmth, their tattered garments splashed with ale stains. These men are dusty, perpetually so. Not that I miss the old quarters, no. With the endless boiler troubles, it was not much warmer than out here. He looks at me, askance. Wager his mood still needs thawing. Oi, Horns! If you're not handing out hot meals, bugger off. Talking takes thinking, and I ain't got a lot of that to spare, case you didn't notice. Alright, what else we get? Gears and cogs, yet again. Gather the gears. Overgrown station. Alright, let's have a masked stranger. The stranger stands with a loose grip and his flintlock. Right then, you ruddy sight, let's get going. We will need you batting on a full wicket. Shall I let him ragdoll me around East London? %. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad. Let's do it. We failed. We dead. We dead again. What's happening now? Animal instinct. With my stature, I should get the best of him. Still, it's a question of speed and dexterity. I make a pass for the flintlock revolver on his waist. But he's too fast. He catches my wrist where the bones are delicate. Wrenching my elbow in the opposite direction, I can only hope not to be crippled. No, -10 hope again. This is not going good. You can't shake me off. I'm not one of your debts. A cloud of sudden fear drains color from the world. This cove has seen combat, and the lives that he robbed on the battlefield are somehow shimmering in his eyes, letting me know he would kill again. Another 5. Gone. Whatever thoughts were crossing my mind are frozen in place, like watching a busy intersection warp into slow motion and then hold entirely still. I cannot even think about what it means to think. Fine then, I'll go along willingly, but if I'm to meet my end, please spare me the pain of it. I'm glad we understand each other. Where are you taking me? We won. Somewhere you will be more comfortable. I'd rather not suffer any more than I have to, but at some point you will tell me what you're planning. There's no time for dawdling. Well, and he hasn't any conscience. If it seems like London left you behind, humour me for the evening. Otherwise, I will deliver the bounty on your head and I won't have wasted any time. I wasn't done looking around! Your headache rages with a fierce second wind, and every step is a hammer and nail in your psyche. The stranger's reckless pace only makes matters worse, his arm like a vice grip, dragging you down a maze of twisted alleyways until at last a string of paper lanterns appears. Buoys in a thickening sea of night, the cherry glow of Red Lantern Lane. Within waves of jasmine and sandalwood incense, memory washes fear away. This might be the only place that could convince you to keep on living, even just for a night. The gas mantle above the door fills you with fondness, cleansing the rust of your mind's scorching hangover. You have arrived at the Red Lantern's Den, the only place you have ever felt at home. No need to be pulled along now. You go inside willingly. Happy now? Body aches, persistent nausea. From a physical standpoint, I'm barely holding together. Allow me to rephrase, have you ever been happy? There's zero required to succeed, so it's a definite win. Many years ago. And what of those memories? I'd rather not discuss it leastwise with him around. At least he brought me here, might finally get a fix. Withdrawals that can muddle our heads and make us weak. Don't worry, you will feel better soon. I wasn't done checking out the other place though. Changing area. Oh, we changed. Towels and bathrobes disarrayed in cubes. I could change into something more presentable there. Alright. But I pawned my extra finery. What's that? Clothing. To cover the last bender. No regrets. Alright, we can't change them. Well, then we can't take a bath either. Is this one? A guttering grease lamp pings through the glass. The burning feels good in my eyes, like I'm slowly waking up. Let's go to the bath. Maybe we can join the... A steaming bath awaits your tired bones. Wouldn't it be good to get cleaned up? Oh yeah. Let's take a bath. Let it soak. Hey, what? That didn't take long. Plus 10 hope, though. How about not smelling like vomit and cane rats? We shan't offend the ladies. Yeah, we shan't. Which ladies, by the way? Mahogany bar. A brass linteled mahogany. Hey, we are clean now, we've had a bath. A brass linteled mahogany bar lined with candles casting eerie shadows on the centaur behind it. The glowing scent of monk? What the fuck is that? I'm not surprised, but did it have to be a centaur? Holy shit, that has quite some answers. We're going with that. Some centaurs have been kind to me. I won't pass judgment until he proves me wrong. How about Mr. Browncoat? He's rather unique. Bixby Browncoat, the owner here at the Lotus. Most nights he's waiting at the bar, so he hasn't taken ill. Maybe if I wait around, Bixby will show up? Ah. Indeed, we take this. But he could be gone a while, must be the press of business, drawing him away from the front of house. You should go to bed. The masked stranger or the bouncer? Is there anything else we can look at? No. Alright, let's go for it. The centaur lays his misshapen chin a shelf for a cigarette jutting from a jangle of bad teeth. Good evening, sir. We would like to gain admittance. He glances at the stranger but fixes his eyes on me instead. Let the cowboy speak. Looks like he's got some quarrel with yours truly. 1 second. Right, I'm back. Sorry. You voted one? Alright, self-discipline. You have none, but let's take it. No quarrel, just here for the Lotus. Is that so? We are here for the Lotus, nothing more. Not buying it. This is one got a screwed up fist. What's the matter, eh? I know what I want to pick. I know what I want to pick. Oh, seriously, you voted what I was gonna do too. Did somebody forget to muck out your stall this morning? I'm just not used to this brand of potpourri. Mahina instinct, come on. I smile as agreeable as possible. Come now, have a laugh. You must be new here. Seeing as you don't recognize me, maybe I will have a word with Bixby about his new stuff. Bixby, aye? We will see about that. He will be making his rounds any minute. There's Bixby again. Holy centaur. Out trots Mr. Browncoat, surely come to see what the fuss is about. He wears a long face, contents and stuns, a gold pocket watch and lavender linted pince-nez eyeglasses. Oh, on his aquiline nose. Despite his careful preening, the turbulence of a life lift in the margins shows on his face. Hello, hello, what do we have here? I've not even started my rounds and already there's a scuffle in the foyer. You go with one. A new bouncer didn't seem to recognize me. But Mr. Daly is one of our regulars. Oh yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Browncoat, I should have known. We will talk about this later. As you can see, there are clients to entertain. Bixby darts a disapproving look at the bouncer. I suppose good help is hard to find, but rest assured you will have a private booth and bottomless hot tea on the house. Now, gents, let us away to the Lotus. Yeah, let's us away. Bixby ushers you through the door and leads the way down the back stairs, the stranger on your heels like a stubborn shadow. The Red Lotus is draped in a haze of pale smoke dotted with flickering candles and incense glowing like cinders in the night. The smell of burning opium is dark and rich, like a batch of floral biscuits with a sharp afterbite. A pale red glow from the Chinese lanterns paints the space in a perpetual twilight. It's easy to lose track of time within these walls, whiling away your days in a blissful, waking dream. Let's go straight for the incense pot, eh? What's that gear-cluttering racket? A jet of steam cuts through the quiet of the den. We're going with wit. What a curious machine. I wonder how it works. It's got an Arsenal heart drum that's a top flight boiler, ball and socket legs, and pressurized feet. There's nothing run of the mill about it. Sorry there, didn't mean to startle you. Off it goes, heading for the private section. And where'd that masked stranger get off to? He gone? Alright, that's Opiomaniac. A sleeping poppy hat is draped over a mattress in the corner, drooling idly onto his shirt. Fancy that, an errand wallet is poking up out of the corner of his slacks. It yearns to be free. His wrists right over it though. This will be a risky lift. Ooh, yeah, no, we are not here to steal. We're here to enjoy. Better not, my hands are feeling a little shaky. I'll be back later when my hands are less shaky. Incense pot. Sticks of heady incense waft in the air, always burning no matter the flow of customers. Sunken area. Let's go here. Stop walking. The floor pit has benches with tufted upholstery and pillows costing a penny an hour. Costing a halfpenny? What? A halfpenny. A bronze coin worth half a penny. Oh, I see. It's so late that most of the patrons have gone to sleep. Just before sunup is the only time the Red Lotus is empty. Anything on this side? He is out cold and all. Okay. Let's check where the automaton gone. Sleeping chens. Have a look. Two workmen blissfully free of the waking world. I should have saved. I fucking knew it. One of you. As well as the meaningless existence. -5 hope. DJ, you can't play this game. If it was you voting for it, you can't play this game. As well as the meaningless existence, indeed. I shouldn't listen to you, DJ. Maybe I should play. Yes, maybe. A sturdy yet musty old bookshelf. The spines show such titles as Arcane Magic on the Eastern Edge of Ruin, Opium Through the Ages, and Parlor Games, Love in the Dream Time. We barely got 10 hope back by taking a bath. I'm not sure we can go back and have another to get some more hope. I think that's not gonna work. Let's try and see what this automaton has to say. Evening, stranger. Oh! No way! It's a dwarf with an automaton. No way that's cool. The dwarf has a warm and amiable look with a set of crystal blue eyes, sharply intelligent, and a red mustache that is so full it could crawl off his face and build a cocoon. His beard is elegantly braided in the common style. I finger the brass rings in my own goatee, which is coarse and stringy by comparison. How do you do? I'm ending it. Just fine. Some kind of inventor, are you? Aye, name's Theodore Redgrave. Brotherhood of Boffins. Technical experts, I see. They call me Teddy, most people do. That's a lot of options, like what the fuck? Boffins, aye? Oh yes, the Royal Society funds all kinds of industrial research nowadays. There's a brotherhood for every branch of science, but I'm with the DA, Division for Automatons. Yeah. Your automaton has it got a name? This here's Otto, perfectly friendly he is, if a little odd. Stands to reason, though, who among us isn't a little odd? Struth, if I've heard it. What can I call you, sir? Atticus Daly. Teddy pats the automaton with his fat paw. Mr. Daly, from the both of us, it's a pleasure. Otto's gonna need some tweaks before the brawls, but we will have him fit as a fiddle by then. Automate. Okay, that was good. DJ, that was very good. I'm sure to not forget that his name is Otto now. Otto's a brawler, eh? So far he is only watched from the sidelines, but someday he will fight with the other battle traps. No emotion from the automaton, of course, but one can't help but wonder how it feels about all this. See, I'm a hunter of fell beast and monster. Terrible evil, I see. After the werewolf fight, those outlaw wretches are all tatterdemalion. Beat up and worn out, I see. Much easier to take in for a bounty. Only 3 days here. The moon is full-bellied. Better have a good mind to who you're betting on. Ah yes, the pit fight. I have been to my fair share. Good for a bait show too. Copy, there should be a vote thing and hey on the screen if you wanna play along, but I cannot guarantee I would take your option. DJ has been playing a while and we are down in the dumps. We have no hope left. we got 10 hope from a bus we took and then DJ just played it downright straight back away. We're done again. I just put here. Ah, yes, the pit fight. I have been... Oh, wait, we had this. Sparring events, we're gamblers. Yeah, okay, let's go. Ollie, I just knew you were a man of culture, and that's on top of having the kind of stature I look for in a cove, eager to be on my docket while parketing in pit fights. Partaking, not parketing. A fetching offer, but I can't commit just yet. Besides, the stranger wouldn't want me to be led astray by such endeavors. He strikes me as the kind of fellow who'd cross oceans and deserts while giving chase to his quarry. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything to sell? We have nothing. We have nothing. We have 2 gears and 0 coins. The fuck? Alright. Wait a moment. If I had a little scrap to sell, would you be interested? And sure, those cocks are worth a bit of sterling. Oh, the only cocks we found. We might need them. I don't know if they are good for something. I honestly don't know if we need the cocks. I mean, we could sell them when we had some money. And if we needed them, maybe we could buy them again. That's bullshit though. We might as well just keep them. Guys, make a good decision. Alright, we keep them. Good call. First, let me see if I can't fetch a better price. The market's a fickle friend, but there's always a sweet spot. No hard feelings, of course. Teddy and Otto. Let's talk to the dreamer before we go to the private. Another gentle customer on a journey up to the land of not sleep. Another chicken asking to get plucked. Perhaps I will have a riffle through his pockets. It's a 39% chance to win. I ain't taking chances, boys. Sorry. Good boys. Right, now to the private booth. Lattice wooden screens and high-backed seating provide some comfort and privacy for those that can afford it. The booths are made of a luxurious calf leather. Calf leather, my poor brothers and sisters, skinned for a creature comfort. The leather is well oiled and plush with dimpled riveting. Delicate china and exclusive menus of the dense offering are available here for those of a more discerning taste. Seems I'm in for a treat on account of the stranger's pocketbook, as fat as a Christmas goose. Let's show a little restraint, shall we? Surely he didn't bring me here for the elevated conversation and pleasure of my company. Better be on my guard. You should switch to bed. Alright, DJ, have a good night and sleep well. Self-discipline! He could have already killed me and collected on my bounty, but he didn't. I guess I should hear him out. Have a good night. It's worth seeing what he's after. Infuriating, but I can't keep the crone from intruding. Nevertheless, the stranger is waiting on me. Now let's go with this. There's nothing else. We looked at everything. Let's get on with this. The menu is embossed with an array of oral morphines, liquid and powder cocaines, and all manner of midnight oil. Opium. Teddy seems an interesting chap, and the automaton is quite something, isn't it? Bugger the small talk, why did you bring me here? We've got plenty of time for explanations. Why don't we start with the sample of some of the dense wares? Now we are talking, perhaps this fellow's not so bad after all. With so many dear, poisonous variations, it's hard to decide what will hit the spot. I must say I'm impressed with your discretion. I would have thought just any fix would do. Thanks, I suppose, but I know it's not from the kindness of your heart. We will see if you sing the same tune when it's said and done. Now then, while you think about the entry, I will prepare the appetizer. He takes a small tablet out of his shirt sleeve, cracks it in half and drops it into my teacup. The other half goes into his own. You can't expect me to drink that. Half and half, an equal dose. I wouldn't kill us both, now would I? Ooh, I don't know if we should drink that. I don't know if we should drink that. Should we? Oh, fuck. Really? Be drinking it, really? Alright. Hey, 20 hope! Who did that? DJ? DJ, did you do that? I thought you were going to bed. And we're getting hope. We are not losing it, so it can't have been DJ. Well then, cheers to not killing anyone. The drugged tea restores my spirits instantly. Took me ages to perfect this remedy. Yeah, I will hope to bed. Good night, DJ again. Took me ages to perfect this remedy. With this new blend, that ghastly teeth-gnashing anxiety is gone, leaving just the euphoria. Seems this stranger is no stranger to drugs. The pains of my withdrawals are all but absent now. And for the main course, how about white wind elation? You must be fond of that one. Brand of opium? His light-hearted confidence seemed like a front. I get the feeling he knows you better than he's letting on. Any sort of psychic barrier is useless. The bothersome hag won't leave me be, and here I am, face to face with a telepath. Really? Enough of this facade. Not only did you pick my local place, but you pretended to suggest my favorite blend like it was a lucky guess. I know a little something about you, it is true, but it's part and parcel to my profession. I keep tabs on people who pique my interest. What's your profession exactly? Let's say I look after Her Majesty's interests with great vigor when they align with my own. At first, his cryptic speech was alluring, but now it's plainly an annoyance. How have you been tracking me? It wasn't all that difficult. You only have a few horns. On with it then. You have tried my patience long enough. Very well, I already know of your life as a roughneck and a panhandling mage, but what about before that? What about the Sacred Heart? Be honest. It was where I grew up before I looted the nun's coffer and took to the streets. Took to the streets. Holy shit. We have only one option. All I really have are guesses. This character has gained the retrospective trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. Okay. I gather as much, but I'm not sure about is your parents. My mother likely gave me up because she couldn't pay my keep, and I suppose my father either died or walked out on us. So the sisters never told you anything about your parents? I can't say for sure, but it's too bloody unpleasant to think about. If the memory is there, we can call it back gently. This fellow's lost his mind. Something occurred in the Sacred Heart that you have forgotten. With the help of an opium dream, you might recall the details that will lead to your mother. Lead me to her gravesite, you mean? What would that accomplish? On the contrary, I believe she's alive. Her name came up on a ledger at the Bethnal House. A mental hospital. I have seen my share of swindlers, but this takes the cake. Just humor me for a moment. Matilda is of course her given name, but how about her family name? I don't think the sisters at the orphanage ever told me what it was. But if you could recall Matilda's family name, and it's on record at the orphanage and matches the ledger at the Bethnal House, you could prove her identity at the hospital and by claiming kinship set her free. So what, you want me to free this Matilda? Because why? Why? That means sticking up memories of the Sacred Heart, not exactly how I thought the night would unfold. Even if what you describe is possible, why should I want to find her? That's up to your discretion, of course, and I cannot share my own motivation for the truth. He's dreadfully opaque, isn't he? I cannot force your hand, but unless you can think back to those troubling times, then you won't be worth more than the price on your head. A bounty, I'm assuming you would be happy to collect? That's right, I'll bet less desirable, it's another way to ensure that I won't have wasted my time. He's offering me a chance to live, but only if I can draw up those memories. So what will it be? The dream or dose and a voyage between the banks of memory, or the death dose and the end of all of your days? We can't even take it. If we wanted to, we can't. We have too much hope. We have too much fucking hope now. It's all lost. DJ, don't go to bed. I would have tried the other options. Need to lose hope. Fuck. As you play, you will accumulate humors. When humor bar is filled, the associated attribute will increase by 1. Each humor is related to an aspect of your being and will increase the more you indulge or exercise that part of you. Animal instinct is the yellow bile. Wit is our strongest next to self-discipline. Of seizing a situation first, but fine, let's go back. Fine, we take the dream dose, although we have a choice. You take the stranger's offer, eager to lose touch with harsh reality, and for a chance to recall everything that could lead to your mother's whereabouts. Shortly after drifting away from consciousness, you find yourself being enveloped in a miasma of repressed memories. A stranger's recent inquiries reminding you of growing up in the Sacred Heart orphanage. Auntie Emma's warm embrace suddenly morphs into chilly restraints as remembrance of dooryard scuffles and bellicose orphans resurface. It's as if life's refusing to allow you to seek refuge from tangible hardships, no matter how potent your drug of choice for escapism is. Welcome back. So we're living through a memory now of our orphanage time. This place, it's surely a dream, but it's all too familiar. We must find out what the stranger is seeking in your memories. Mommy! There's Mommy! We need to find Mommy. Her family name. Holy shit, this game is weird. Alright, let's go here. The courtyard is nothing but hard-packed sand and scruffy grass. Heloise watches over the children at play. By this time, you were big enough to give as good as you got. And the ones who wouldn't fight you insulted you with abandon. As the others adopted, I became more isolated. I often thought of running away. Atticus, you will be 12 years old in a week's time. There's something I need to tell you. What's the difference? I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. Now, Atticus, let's hear what she has to say. It's about your mother. I should have told you sooner, but I didn't know how. I'm sorry, Atticus. I wish I had been more brave. At least you're telling me now before I quit this place. The day you arrived, there was a ring wrapped up in your blankets. You're old enough to have it now, and your mother left this too. Old piece of parchment and note. Can you make out what it says? There's nothing written down, it's a blank piece of paper. The truth will come in time. I'm sorry I kept this from you for so long. Did you ever come back for me? She came back half a year later and insisted you were her child. She mentioned the note and knew the date we found you on the steps. But why didn't I go with her? Hush, Heloise is coming to that. As your mother signed in at the registry, a horse and buggy drew up outside, and there was a terrible shout as someone bowled her over the sister at the door. When this fellow burst in, your mother went stiff as a corpse. Could it have been my father? I don't know who he was, but he struck a panic in my heart. There was malice in his every step, a twitching, insidious man. He took your mother and she never returned. Get me out of this nightmare. White Wind elation is never like this. Perhaps you were too young to hear the tale. Hearing this from Heloise heartened me at the time, but it still didn't change the fact that I couldn't stand the Sacred Heart. After I fled the orphanage, I did search for my mother until I decided there was nothing I could do. Perhaps not then, but this is now. The open arms of the angel were purely symbolic. I never had a home in this dreadful place. I had to grow a thick skin in my younger years, even if it made me more socially impenetrable. Why is there a fire on the floor? The bits of colored chalk were the most sought after. It's too bad they were so often wasted on crude drawings. I see you have recovered from your latest round of fisticuffs. Street fighting. Anything to say for yourself? What the fuck? Ah, sometimes it's like I go blind for a few minutes, and when I wake up I'm crying and cut up and everyone's staring at me and laughing. You poor child, you have suffered long enough. It's time you learned what your bloodline is capable of. Must be another ploy to get me to stay, but I will be 13 in a few months and then I'm running off for good. Being singled out as a minotaur, always having insults thrown at you, it's terrible. The bright spot is that you have the gift of magic, and you can develop your talents if you study the tarot. She fans out the colorful cards. They seem to buzz with an eerie electricity. Look closely at this card, the Magician, a symbol of new beginnings, one arm to the heavens and the other towards the earth. He is a conduit between the spiritual and the material realms. The Magician transmutes potential energy from its ethereal state into perceptible forms. Load of rubbish! Can't say I buy it, but I am listening. That's the spirit. Minotaurs are magical creatures, and like this magician, you are a conduit. I committed the spell to memory long ago. I share it with you, but only with your promise of wholehearted trust. Okay, I know you wouldn't lead me astray. I trust you. Bullshit. And I trust you, Atticus. Before if my superiors should learn of this, I'd never wear the habit again. Now this is cantrip. You must speak it over and over until it is written across your mind in bold letters. Her voice drops into a strange, low whisper. Sight from the fire, hearing from the ether, smell from the air and taste from the water, touch down to the earth in another form. Aristotle defined 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing, corresponding to the elements of fire, air, water, earth, and ether. I think I understand, except for that bit about ether. Ether is the energy propelling each heartbeat, the same material in the soul and the consciousness of all blooded creatures. Those with proper training can channel ether into the earthly sphere. Therein lies the power of the cantrip, the ability to transmute energy into matter. Ether is tied to hearing, so first you must learn to listen. You must hear the winds and the wiles of the heavens. I see, the night is getting on. What about the rest? I'll try to remember. Success! The High Priestess. This character has gained the illusionist trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. Okay. I held my hands over the tarot cards and we sat quietly until I heard a voice, like an oral mirror, as if the words were backwards. Then I felt my lips moving, and when I opened my eyes, we were breathing the words of the cantrip in unison. The memory cuts to the quick, but at least it's still intact. Well done, moving right along. Is it time to wake up? I dare say I'm ready for this to be over. I guess not. Teddy, a teddy bear with a missing eye and matted mohair fur. It suffered the pitfalls of a rough life in the orphanage just like the rest of us. This was my bed, right next to Snyder, and here in the footlocker I kept a few trinkets. Worthless, the lot of them. These purple darlings brighten up the dreary place, picked fresh from the schoolyard by Leo. When midnight strikes, I'll be 13 years of age. Father Franco keeps the orphanage funds in the private office. That's my ticket out of here. Sneak past Snyder. 39% chance. Okay. Success. Everybody be quiet. Quiet as the ghost. Now I'd better make for the office where they keep the coin. Wonder what would have happened if we missed the skill check. There's enough here to get me started on my own. Hey, dirt, I will put 100 leagues between me and the Sacred Heart. What was that? Sounded like it came from the hallway. House is roused. I'd better make my exit. Well, both don't sound very good, do they? Someone's coming. My only way out is through that window. There's a voice in the corridor, then a pale shape that emerges from the shadows. No, it's Sister Heloise. Stealing this money. It hurt the Sacred Heart. We fell behind. We skipped over holidays and knitted clothes for the children. This memory's been twisted by the guilt that you felt from it, taking a new shape to prevent this sort of behavior again. That's right, it didn't happen like this. She didn't catch me in the act. I needed this money. How else would I have made it on my own? The same way that we made our way without it. But alas, my child, the past is the past and there is only one way to make it right. What? I ain't paying it back. I don't have money now either. Oh, fuck. Window. Normally I'd say that drifting into deep sleep would be a merciful release from living such memories. Yet something compels me to push on, to be put through the ringer, to face that greatest of foes, myself. Oh, already chapter 2, Clara Reed. Chapter 2, Lord Silas' Airship. Navigate London as the sharp and savvy courtesan Clara Reed before new crimes and the marking of her past catch up to her and tear her life apart. Oh, we get to pick a new... This is new. Oh god. Okay, well, we got the choice of. Clara uses her sharp wit and tact to navigate the perils of London's upper class, but she's haunted by the choices of her past. Will she let those choices hold her back or search for a better future? Her intuition. She learned to hone her sharp intuition From a young age, one can rarely hope to survive or thrive in tenuous situation if they haven't learned to listen to the gut. Grace, quick on her feet, quick with her hands, and quick to laugh. These are the tools that both disarmed most conflicts and left Clara with enough pep and verve to want to keep moving forward. Intellect, bookish and whip-smart since childhood, she took comfort in spending long hours in pursuit of knowledge, a shield against the pressures of the world, and a sword against those who sought to control her. Or tact, a social chameleon by necessity. Clara learned to say exactly what others needed to hear. The right words can topple kings, or at least keep you unperceived for another night. Ooh. I want to go with tact or with intuition. Trade is stubborn for this, and this is Camille. Well, we are... Yeah, let's go with stubborn trade. That sounds more fun. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's see. Revolutionary feats of engineering and shameless displays of wealth, a common sight in London, yet rarely does one come across that which combines technological prowess and financial abundance. Enter Sila's airship and its gilded frame and sheer size, literally and figuratively casting a deep shadow over the city's slums and wealthy districts. Shafts of sunlight filter through windows that rub around each of the airship's rooms, bathing them in their occupants in a warm glow. Pipes and polished wooden floors rumble to the spinning of the airship's propellers. You feel like you are standing within a slice of the future. Morning already, can't stay here forever. I still have much to do before I leave London. Good thing Silas already did leave it my payment. He was up before me. I wonder if he's still aboard the airship. Let's take in the atmosphere. A gentle hiss of steam and the journey of metal gears. Silas is in the office, tinkering with some task or another. Last night was no bed of roses, but it wasn't all bad. At least once I've quit London, I won't have to entertain Silas anymore. Is that you, sweet thing, up at last, are we? Better get going, too busy to lay a bed. Another night wearing this perfume will drive me mad, but Silas always gives bigger tips when I wear his gifts. Another dreadful night. Oh, one more day in London. I must choose the lesser evil, I suppose. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how bad this stylist dude is, but... Let's take the perfume. One more night, then I can wash Silas and London off my back for good. Already such a decision when I don't know anything about it. We can't go here. Alright, let's go there. On the sideboard sits an elaborate folding fan with a note beneath it. In prim and proper cursive it reads, "A token of my affection. And further down, a trinket of fascinating complexity and refined beauty, a fitting gift for my dear Miss Clara Reed. That's actually quite thoughtful of him. Pretty little thing, isn't it? Quite bulky for an accessory, however. Thus started fan collector. Alright. A small but careful curated selection of wines and one bottle of good gin. Strangely distinct in a high society way, judging by the label. Silas named this brand of gin after his wife, perhaps as an attempt to make amends. If I fancied it for myself, now's the time. The Cyclops is dead to the world. Take a furtive look at the rack. It's 69%. I always take 69%. Let's do it. We failed. No. What are you up to, you silly minx? You know you can take whatever you want. I was just admiring your wife's brand of gin, but thank you, Silas. Me and my manners. Anything else? Pouches? Statue? Terracotta, chipped amethyst. I wonder who stole the original. Go to the wolf traveling trunks. This luggage set is less organized than mine back at the royal suit. Like Tanner and Silas aching on the outside, but with a different sort of discontent in their hearts. Yeah, how about we check couches first? She's walking funny. A similar fabric to the booths in the velvet rose with few stains, evidently. Oh, that was it. Alright, let's talk to the Silas dude. Fancy a jaunt to St. James for Finn and Hades. Afraid not, my dove. I have a busy schedule today, and my employer at the Rose will be quite cross with me if I'm not in soon. It's early in the day, so is Spirit. Sue's beard. She runs a tight ship then. Respectable shoppers and taverns won't come unshuttered for ages yet, but the dollies are already breaking bread and scrapping up for the day. No rest for the wicked, as they say. So it would seem. Sleep well, Dove. With you always, nothing like waking up beside a lady as lovely as you in the buff. You flatter me, your lordship. Flattery will get you everywhere. I know the look in those eyes. Best seek into something else, regardless of how well Silas has already paid. I do have places to be. Wherever did you find this fan? It's quite the piece. Ah, found my gift, eh? Lovely little bauble, isn't it? I know you have a bit of a collection, and I couldn't resist treating my favorite London dolly. Not too presumptuous, I hope? Not at all. I appreciate the gesture, though. Oh, whatever. Well, I'm sure you will find a way to thank me when next we meet, right, my sweet? Blech. How is the work coming along on the new prosthesis? Wonderfully, couldn't be happier with it. I can't wait for the public to see it. This will revolutionize the way work is done in our fair city, and play, for that matter. We'll be launching ahead of schedule at this rate. If only the blasted foreman could do this job. Trouble on the production line? And then some. One factory in particular. They're asking for higher wages, less hours. You know how it is, my sweet. Nothing I haven't said. At length. Christ above, the greed, the laziness. Do they not understand how deeply they are hurting this industry, slowing us down? Let Silas know of your thoughts on the matter. How about no, just let him talk. Failure again. They are the backbone of the industry in the end. Perhaps their contentment would increase productivity. Contentment? Why should they not be content? I swear, my sweet, I'm this close to another round of cuts. Let's see them complain about fewer hours when the alternative is none. Freeze them out, see how they'd like to lose their house. Does he honestly believe that any significant number of his workers could afford a house? Perhaps it's just a turn of phrase. When would you like to meet again, Lord Bragg? Now, enough of that. It's just Silas for you, my little minx. Lord Bragg, ha! The novelty never wears thin. I pray only that more Cyclops may someday follow in my footsteps and earn Her Majesty's praise. For all his bluster, there are some causes he truly does care about. But to your question, I'm afraid I will have to get in touch. Busy these coming days, and plenty of irons in the fire. But mark me, I will send word to my sweet Miss Clara as soon as I'm free. I look forward to it. I'd best be off. It was wonderful, as always. Don't be a stranger, my dove. Of course not, my dear. I'll be seeing you sooner rather than later, I think. Till then. Oh, there's nothing else. Soft light breaks through the dense London fog and falls across the leaving pane of the fishmonger's stalls. This close to the sea, the smog of London is usurped by the salty bite of tidal decay. Fish bones and English waste mingle on the edge of the metropole, coating the stone walls of the quay and cobbles below in a thin and foaming slick. Escape is close at hand, and the tawdry cavern, which has been your living tomb, shall be no more, fate's willing. When they search for you in the morning, they will find little more than an empty room, with its floor flung wide, with its door flung wide. Sorry, just one more night of this. So cool, the airship. The nostalgic reek of London's ports. It's a fine day by London standards, quite nearly refreshing. Almost a pity to spend it bustling about making plans for my egress. I wonder if I'll miss the city. I wonder if I will come to miss the gloomy melancholia of the city. It's quite inspiring in a sentimental sort of way. My musings are cut short by the hacking cough of a longshoreman somewhere off a ways hauling his cargo for the day. Best not to keep Green Street waiting, though I will indeed miss London, I suspect. Right, I think it is time for a break. I need a drink. There's quite a lot to talk. And this is cool. Let's save to be sure. I'm not sure there's a saving. It doesn't say anything about saving. Yeah, let's save. There's only an autosave, so F5 does nothing. Wait, can we just new save? Ah. There we go, save 0. Alright, small break. Right, I am back. Go to the street level. Let's do that. Ransacked nest. A raven's nest, abandoned, no, ransacked. Likely by a rogue automaton pigeon while the nest's inhabitants were away. They made robot pigeons! Ooh, why? Knickknacks and spare parts. Gather the pieces. Perhaps I've run across someone who's keen on having these. Docking rope. Sturdy wire rope for keeping boats moored to piers. Okay. Random fisherman. Ferry schedule. Here's where the steam ferry leaves from. No one around in the moment, only my reflection in the drop of water to keep me company. If only escaping London were as easy as snaking aboard the ferry, but there are documents to print and loose ends to tie up. Felipe, come here, let's talk. Felipe Serrano, irregular at the race, the wiry young Spaniard gazes wistfully across the canal. Like most seamen, he carries an historic reverence for superstitions, but holds a singular enthusiasm for the unknown that rolls along with the tides. Hark to that, he is in the middle of a song. It's a lovely tune that I recognize from somewhere but cannot place. Señorita Clara, buenos dias. Igualmente, mi amigo. My apologies, Clara. Estuve en las nubes. No idea. Hat in the clouds, indeed. Ask him what song he was singing. I was singing? Oh, I had no idea. I only understood a few words, but it sounded passionate. I tilt my head and smile at him a bit. Aye, quizás, quizás. It's a song from Violetta. A troupe was touring in Spain during my last visit home. Just the title of the area alone spoke to me. De miei bolenti spiriti. It perfectly describes how full my heart feels. I haven't heard of it. Ah well, you're missing out, Señorita Clara. Porque es muy hermosa. And he is talking about how full his heart is, dearie me. Who might he have taken up with? I have noticed you frequenting the Rose as of late. Does one of the girls have your heart feeling this way? I fear that the devil will yank the rug out from under me if I tell you who. I have rarely been so lucky in love. Felipe, you don't go to a call house to find love. Claro que sí. Every night she took my money, but last night she did not. She pressed it back into my palm and kissed me. Oh, Clara, while I was walking back home, I felt as if... The fisherman's words fade as I grapple with what he's revealed. In this line of work there is a rule that reigns supreme. You always accept payment. Even if her actions are sincere, she has reaped the disservice on all of us. Top a penniless cobbler and the payment should be mending your most worn shoes. The price of our company is also our protection. What little we have. When word gets out that a client has become an exception, every Tom, Dick and Harry assumes they will be the next one. And so I'd like you to have a Pollock on the house. I quash my inner monologue just as he ends his. I haven't the faintest idea why he is offering me this fish. Did I truly drift off for that long? Ah, gracias. Can you believe this is all came up the Thames this morning? The new steamships are such a wonder. He points towards a near bursting net wiggling with fish. My heart is filled to abundance and now my net is too. It has to be a sign. That's lovely, Philly, but you said it yourself. The girl may be in danger because of this. Who is she? Lo siento, Senorita Clara. Let the Pollock double as an apology as well. Every seaman here will tell you the fates are fickle and I cannot tempt them by telling you her name. Not until I have her answer to a very precious question. Precious? He's planning to propose. As they say, only fools rush in. Oh. Oh. Does it matter? I mean, in essence, I don't give a shit. I don't think either of these answers make a difference. But it would be nice to know if they are asking for tonight. Okay, let's go with that. Overcome with passion as you are, I imagine you will ask her tonight. He presses his lips in an anxious smile. By the saints, this is a doomed romance if I've ever seen one. You need to find out who this bride is. Hard for one's proverbial sails to catch wind in the city. A sea dog like me is perpetually adrift. A maritime mixing of metaphors enough to make me seasick. Aye, it's a dire strait, particularly for the poor. Let's hope the future holds promise for us all. No, -5 hope! There goes hope. Right, let's talk to the centaur duckhound. This centaur duckhound has clearly been through it. She must have a rap sheet a mile long. An individual member of the most powerful criminal gang in the East End. Alright. Looks weird. What is that? Is that a hammer? That looks like a hammer. That is one of Molly's better qualities. She protects her flock from the law. Alright there, I'm Clara Reed, an associate of Molly's. Why are we talking to this? Holy shit, that's rough. I've never seen you before and I'm usually good at spotting those who stand out. Any road, I'm Helena Bailey. I'm what you might call... Oh wait. Who the hell is Molly? Wait a second, what does it say about Molly? Leader of the Dockhounds. Oh, alright. I'm what you might call a private contractor now. We better get hope for this. Yeah, sounds like there's some dosh behind that. 53% chance. What's Molly's game these days? Ah, success. I love 50-50s. She has started this fake charity, Queen of Spades. It's supposed to raise money for unemployed flu fakers, but instead it comes straight to us. Brilliant, isn't it? Who's flu? Chimney sweeps. A flu faker is a chimney sweep? Yes, very clever. Look, I'm a bit busy here, so you know. Seems that's all I get from her. Yeah. A stray dog. Let's talk to Doggy. Hey, please don't buy me. Oh, never mind. Let's not talk to it. That's a blue male collie. Strange seeing a purebred without a collar. Perhaps he ran away. Looks like he's been in a few brawls at that. Needs a proper meal if you ask me. Do dogs eat fish? Wouldn't kill him, would it? Don't want to kill the only dog in the game. Let's toss him the fish. Bit stinky, I'm afraid, but I hope you like it. He sniffs at it but doesn't seem interested. Perhaps that sort of salty fare is better fit for a feline. Ew, we snatch it back from the floor? Ah, okay. Yay, we got the stinky fish back in our pockets. Nice. Phew, the hungry fella almost nipped me. Sorry, pup. Well, that was something we don't want to repeat. Judging by the rest on its finish, that crane hasn't seen use in a long time. Good. To the next cat you see. I don't think I want to. Well, that fish is gonna get... Yeah, no. Let's see where we can shove it instead. Newsboy. Madam, have you heard? Ladies like yourself are being targeted. For now it's sunny, sure, but you'd better tuck in early tonight. Now what's this little puppet chammering about? His concern is genuine, despite the fact that he is slinging newspapers. A bright young capitalist, if ever I saw one. The name's Rob, madam, and you might as well add a little. At the little. Most people think I'm short for a cyclops, but I'm still growing, honest. Back home at the what? Tenements? I keep track of it with a yardstick tapped to the wall. That's an awfully strange way to introduce yourself even for the East End. Does it trouble you so much that you're a bit smaller than the average Cyclops? I suppose it does, missus. If there was some kind of potion or charm I could take to speed things up, but that's just a dream. I better focus on my business. Here's hoping your business grows as well. Oh, speaking of business, care for the latest blood boiler? I also have a bulletin covering other going-ons. Only 1 penny. Do I have a penny? What is it you're selling? Broadsides? What the fuck is it? A single sheet of paper printed on one side, often with news and... okay, I see. And choirs of sheet music, not to mention the latest of the courtesan killer. A story that could well have been written about me, should Lady Luck abandon me so. Here's a shilling, but keep the broadside. Tell me what you've heard about this mystery killer. Everyone's got their own pet opinion, but I think the ladies have been killing themselves. I heard from a chap at the tavern who had it from the Steve door that people been having these fits where they tear themselves apart. Looks just like they was chopped up with a hatchet. I think I will reserve my judgment on that particular theory, Rob. Hopefully the bobbies will figure this soon out. The bobbies. And perhaps the late prince consort will rise from his grave and tap dance in the street. Either way, it need not concern me. London will be behind me soon enough. Are we looking into the killer case or not? Well, let's look into it. God knows what we are missing if we don't. Listen, Doug, I can't say I agree with your theory on the murders, but I have decided to do a stitch of investigating of my own. That's awful daring of your mom. Just promise me you will keep an eye on your health. You feel fever coming on, you clear out of wherever you're at. I'd best be going now, little duck. Watch out for hobnails and don't work too hard. Or those shoes will be worn down come winter. Alright, so we have to find a cat for the fish. That's a personal quest. And we have to find who's killing some ladies. And we have to escape London. Recruitment poster, throw off the yoke of despotic gang bosses and join the dog hounds. Big money and lifetime loyalty awaits. £10 signing bonus. At the bottom in smaller print, must be able to lift a grain sack equal roughly to a young dwarf. How specific. Right, we need a dwarf to test the theory. Can we lift it? Right, let's see what we have here. Navy officer. What a fellowship. What the fuck is that? A stunning invention for its time, though a bit dated now. What with the steam-powered velocomotives I've seen along the avenues. What is it? Steam-powered motorcycles. They had steam-powered motorcycles! The spokes are patinated with rust. It must not be getting much use. All the same, I'm surprised it hasn't been stolen sitting out in the open like this. Because nobody uses it anymore, you just said. Ooh, fine Navy captain. Oi there, don't sway away from me too soon. Name's Glenn Forrester, lieutenant in the Royal Navy. Critique his uniform. What? That's not a fine way to say hi. So nobody wants... Alright, let's critique his uniform. I assumed you were a military man by the uniform, but it is a bit faded, I must say. Well, I thought your manners would measure up to your beauty, but that's what I get for judging a dame by her appearance. Wow, nice comeback, dude. Wow, nice. Well, that conversation ended quickly. Indeed, there's more to a modern woman than meets the eye. Take care now. Not sure how keen he will be to chat with me now. -5 hope. I'm sorry I criticized your fading uniform. I'm sorry, okay? Talk to me. Ah. I should go see Dolores for a new uniform. Wouldn't want these fair ladies to think I'm washed up. Lost in his own thoughts, his breath gives off a faint smell of mulled wine. Alright, let's go to the Herring Tavern. Ah, shut it till later in the day. Alright, there is nowhere else to go and we've talked to everything. We haven't found the cat yet for the fish, but yeah, let's go to the other street and see what's there. I better not leave the wharf until I talk to Green Street. We're talking to a street? What? Little Rob, the crane, the collie? The fuck? Is there another road? I haven't seen another thing. Oh, we haven't been back here. Ah, shit. There's a hell lot of more. That's what we need to talk to. Let's check the other stuff first. Coal tailings from the warehouse, no doubt. Steam requires coal, but the byproduct, gypsum, slag, and fly ash can be reused. Abrasive cement, roofing materials, just to name a few. Who knows how long this will sit there before anyone repurposes it. I would assume it was piled by one of the trash processing automatons employed by Arsenal. Arsenal Engines, producer of consumer machines and advanced devices. I see. A studious man turns away from his workbench where the innards of an open watch face glint in the sun. He momentarily loses focus and the steel spring swings in my direction. Let's dodge this, please. Let me dodge. Yes. I cock my head at the last moment. The errant spring zips past my ear and the man snatches it out of the air with shocking alacrity. Not terribly unlike dodging the affection of some love-struck fool. We got hope! We got the hope back we lost! For not asking for a cigarette! Poetry can be much more painful when it connects. Oh, you blazing mechanical foozler. I didn't see you there, miss. He shifts his demeanor with a practiced smile. What a clean lady. Here at Arsenal Warehouse number 3 we take pride in cleanliness. Pardon me, miss, for the temporary mishandling. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting on this fine day? Don't worry about it, my name is Clara Reed, and yours? Dante Stiegler at your service. What brings you to the wharf? I was just passing by and I thought I would stop a moment to see what you're working on. Ah, well, I beg your pardon again, Miss Clara, but I am a bit busy at the moment, busy waiting, that is, for any illustrious employer to finally arrive and give the orders of the day. That would be Lord Braxton at Arsenal. Silas Brax, Lord of Braxton Manor, wealthy industrialist and owner of Arsenal Engines. Oh. Lord Braxton wears wonderfully clean suits. That means he is a good man. The man can be an absolute tyrant to his employees, whilst managing to completely ignore them at times. Makes me wonder what he's up to in his private life, but I'm not one to pry. He certainly doesn't know the company Silas keeps. Well, it's none of his business, what the fuck. I have heard that there are some remarkable goings on at Arsenal. Like you wouldn't believe, Lord Braxton has his fingers in all kinds of pots. Pots, high, low, everywhere in between. Lord Braxton mixing with the lowborn? That beggars belief. I doubt a fine lady such as yourself would have seen such things, but certain undesirable elements have been seen traipsing around with mechanical augmentations. Some say they bear the Arsenal marker's mark. Scandalous. Molly and the Dockhounds in bed with Silas. I guess I'm not the only one. Nice. What sort of thing is Lord Braxton involved with in high society? Don't tell anyone I said so, but the industrialists are the real power in this country, and Parliament merely their mouthpieces. Despite that, it would seem that ruling from the shadows isn't enough for these blokes. I've heard that Arsenal has some kind of endgame scenario in the works. So Silas is scheming to change things. I wouldn't call that news, but the way this fellow says endgame makes me a bit nervous. I take it you're the sort to collect and pay for cocks? Sharp eyes on you indeed. I'd be happy to take any cocks out of your pockets and fill them up with money. We're selling this time, we're not keeping them again. 6 silver. Okay. Oh, shilling, I guess. Not silver, what the fuck? I hope you don't mind my prying, but exactly what sort of automaton is this? Oh, the kind that gives me a headache. I am this designated trash retrieval and processing unit, TRAP. It's one of several that roam around the warehouse, bumping into walls every couple of minutes before correcting course into another wall. For some reason it thinks it should stand here and bother me. Mr. Ziegler produces a large amount of garbage. His suit is not clean. And what is your opinion of Mr. Ziegler? Upstanding moral character is correlated with cleanliness. Hey, Trap, I think I see a mess in the water over there, right off the edge of the dock. It certainly sounds like Lord Braxton has been keeping busy. Busy, right. It's been a pleasure, Miss Clara, but I'm afraid I need to get back to my project. Good day. And they say women are gossips? I can't imagine what this man would reveal after a few drinks. Loose lips sink airships. There's Green Street, a Canadian smuggler who endures the brutality of nature and the unforgiving ocean in the name of profit. A pity to have to turn to him for passage across the pond, but my options are rather limited. Miss Reed. Mr. Greenstreet. Satiate my curiosity for a moment. Why do you need me, and you have such prestigious bedfellows as Lord Braxton? Your curiosity will be left wanting, I'm afraid. Very well, I resigned my question. I asked only because a man of his stature could assist with this predicament. Predicament? Due to the recent import shortage of rubber gum from the Congo, the peelers have been engaging in more thorough dock inspections to keep the demand from reaching an underground market. He shoots me a look while scanning the horizon. The port's usually watchmen refused my bribe. Either the coppers are paying him better, or they are putting the fear of God in him. He grits his teeth around his pipe. That means changes to our agreement on smuggling you out of here. I will need a double rate by tomorrow night. That's as generous as I'm willing to get, while the constable's breathing down my neck. We are so threatening the shit out of him. I am the wrong woman to put a swindle on Greenstreet. This character has gained the vengeful trait and will now be able to select dialogue options. Okay. Greenstreet removes his pipe and leans back to the the barest amount. Put that away, Miss Reed. I don't want any trouble, and neither do you. Insist. You will be a man with a hole in his chest if you don't do as I say, and I say the price stays as is. We are not going anywhere, horse swarm, to seaports like bees to a hive, where I have yet to meet one who can steer a ship. I have met one, that is. Though something tells me Greenstreet would not appreciate tales from my travels right now. He's right though, I need him alive. God's teeth, how I hate to back down. You have two choices. Bring me the money and make a clean break, or use that derringer and add to the list of the crimes you're running from. You know it's impossible to get that amount of money in such a short amount of time. You're a clever woman, you will figure something out. I suppose I will have to. Chin up, Miss Reed, it's not all so dull. Lesser miracles have already happened. My contact pulled through. He takes a leather befold wallet from his breast pocket. Go on, take a closer look. I untie the leather tassel and reveal the pleated papers. There's even an authentic looking wax stamp. A new identity, mine for the taking. This alone costs a small fortune. Your tale is you have come to the Dominion of Canada to claim inheritance from your great-uncle who served as a soldier under Napoleon. That is a neat story, with a coup going on in France and attempts to verify my familial origins would be a nightmare. I'll be taking them back for now. And you're sure they won't be able to tell it's forged? Suppose you will just have to take my word. Greenstreet tucks the documents back in his breast pocket. If I'm not here on the docks, then you will find me at the tavern. Gather up the capital and we will be ready to leave off come dawn. Well, that could have gone better. Now, what am I to do? I am hardly without allies. I turned to Green Street because I didn't want to rely on anyone else, but now it seems I have no choice. Fine, who can I ask? I have met many people during my time in London. Clem, Molly, Tessica or Dolores. Holy shit, I have no idea. I don't even know who Tessica is or Dolores. Well, we know who Molly is. That's the only one we know. But Molly is connected to that guy, so I don't know. Let's see who Tessica is. Tessica Lincoln, a dear friend. One of the only things about London I'll miss. It would break my heart to tell her I'm leaving. Best to keep her far away from all this skullduggery. Hey, we got hope for it though. Let's try Dolores. I know it's gonna be Molly, but whatever. Dolores Chen runs the laundry in the Red London district. The finest fence in London. We have done business before, she always treated me right. Might be time to pay her a visit then. Who else? Clem? Clementine Ridley, bartender at the Palladium. Best not to tell her I'm leaving. No, but she's good for gossip. Might be she has a lead on some tin-making opportunities. Worth a shot at least. Molly O'Malley, leader of the Dockhounds. I ran with her in our bullfrog days. And she was the one who put an end to those days. Far too dangerous to approach unless you have got a death wish. And one of the main reasons I'm leaving London behind in the first place. That's enough to be getting on with, I think. In Zorro Square, the East End's crossroads of commerce and vice, the medieval cobbles still bear the weight of modern wheels and footwear. The streets, alleys, and plazas have avoided being pressed into the bilious black of macadam gracing the lanes around Piccadilly, Kingston, and other wealthy areas. You have heard it said that due to an ongoing trademark dispute, each individual stone would need to be granted a day in court before its removal to make way for smoother pavement. Sorry Square's amenities and surroundings attract people of varying moralities. Even so, the elites of London rarely cross the river Lea, and anything east of Aldgate is commonly held as out of bounds except for urgent errands. I need it turn night. Oh fuck, why is it so dark? No, I don't want to go there. The dance of the flames in the open air recalls my travels with the Romani, where every morning brought fresh air and new vistas, and when our luck ran low, we simply shared what we had instead of squabbling over money. But soon, if all goes well, I will be free of London's stinking smog and crowded lanes. I will wake every day to the open countryside, if I wish it. A lightning bolt fracture runs down this otherwise remarkably clean window. The ground beneath it lies a mess of tiny gears and lacy aluminium feathers. Is that a steel talon by the wayside or just a hobnail? This automated bird must have flown blindly into the glass. I know it wasn't really a living creature, but there's something too terrible to consider about this whole scene. I had best keep walking. I can't believe that cost us 5 hope. The fuck? Coffins for vagrants, really? I mean, but sadly, there is a lot of vagrants in this end of London. If I ever meet this fella, I can't recall his name. Matt, sorry. Good day to you, sir, madam. And who might you be? Call me Clara Reed. Why the woe-begone look? Is something wrong? Well, yes, something is wrong, since you asked. I'm awful dry, my lady, parched, something fierce. The name's Poe Pickett, by the by. Don't suppose you could help a man who's down on his luck. Understand what it's like to be at the end of your rope. Here you are, Mr. Pickett. Oh, bless ya, my mom. London's solution to vagrants sleeping on the sidewalk. Does this hide the issue or simply cause people to equate vagrants with corpses? That's what I said. Big fucking place, holy shit. Best give the barrel a wide berth. I can smell it from here. Oh, what are we smelling? Describe smell in detail, please. Motor car. Not the safest car out there. It looks like the whole thing will fall apart the second it moves. But that's below. The message is about as subtle as that giant hammer. Human beings are being replaced by machines to the profit of the ruling class and to the detriment of everyone else. I actually did find a cat, no way. Greet the cat. The cat approaches me with caution, unsure of what I have to offer. There, little Tom. Have you a name, I wonder? My stomach grumbles. I wonder if the noodle stand in the Red Lantern Lane is still open. I think I call you Bacon. Are you hungry too, Bacon? Only the best for the finest cat in Surrey Square. Bacon eats the fish unhurriedly, clearly enjoying his meal. Who is a happy cat? It's you, Bacon. Bacon takes the pollock in his mouth and sets it down behind him and sits next to his prize and stares at me. Your services are no longer required at this time. Servant, you are dismissed. I see how it is. Oh, thank you, cat. Having so much produce out in the open is bound to attract thieves. Unending vigilance must be draining on the shopkeepers. Anything else? Let's zoom out a bit, but I don't see anything. Costermonger? Fine fruits and vegetables from Gulliver's stores and up for sale. Can I help the lady find something in particular? I don't save you money. An impressive and colorful selection, Mr. Dawson, but time waits for no one, and I have business to tend to. Fair enough, you know where to find me if you ever change your mind. She said she was hungry, let's get her something. This one's suitable ripe, so I'd wager so. Right. Oh no, that's not bacon to eat, holy shit, this is bacon the cat. Fuck. Storm drain. I suppose that things people drop in the sewers by accident will eventually find their way here. Might even be something of moderate value. Why not give it a try? I'm already here after all. Hey there, that's about 2 shillings. Not bad at all. A cabriolet, really? The design prioritizes the comfort of its passengers, a welcome change from previous iterations. The fuck? A pet broker? Salutations, Sir Williard Rathbone, at your service. Have any of my fine specimens caught the fair lady's attention, or was it simply my friend Dulcimer? Ah yes, the illustrious pet broker, somehow still entertaining the notion that he's been knighted. The monkey on his shoulder is handsome at least. No title for Dulcimer yet? Alas, Her Majesty has yet to recognize him with honors, but the day will come. The monkey would wear a knighthood better than some I have known. Caring for such exotic animals must be a difficult business. Is it profitable? Oh, I prefer not to think about the profitability. One must do what one loves, not worry about such petty things as money. What is a polite way to say to one that one is out of touch? Take the children begging on the streets. I wouldn't take them anywhere but God. -10 hope. No. 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 Well, why would you offer me kids to take them anywhere? I don't give a shit. Ah, exactly. There they are, spending all their time begging for alms, utter lack of character. Imagine if they simply adjusted their perspectives. Depression. Fuck. Truly, every orphan could be a successful capitalist if only they tried harder. You don't see me moping about asking for donations simply because the price of food is twice what it was last year. Chin up, I say. Lease a few hectares of your family's farmland and seize the day. Tally-ho! Nothing else, this man has quite admirable optimism. Apparently he is entirely taken with his vision of children living the dreams of the profits from leasing their lands, as he wipes a tear from his eye and waves me away with a handkerchief. Pardon me, miss, I need a moment. The fuck is happening? Why did we lose hope? It's just kids. For fuck's sake. I will teach me. If I go to the fallen leaves, will I lose 20 hopes because winter is coming or what? Huddled in a corner like a stray cat, yeah, and give me that. A drift of leaves swept into a neat pile by the breeze. I fucking knew it, winter is coming. Yeah, we picked the first one, we need some hope here. +5 hope, goodbye. Jesus. Should have picked the other one. A dropped crate of china, likely intended for the restaurant, accompanied by a nose-pinching stench. No, I don't think I want to investigate the stench this time. No, I'll be good. Never mind, whatever it is stinks bad enough from here. Yeah, be good. Keep the box. No, thank you. I've had it. There's a newspaper. There goes -30 hope. Ah, the hard-boiled scoop on the courtesan killer. Done for the gory details. This story will boil your blood. This rag passes for news these days, yet I really can't find it within myself to be shocked. Let's go with intellect. Papers are interested only in that which sells copies. Could you imagine if they showed this concern for every dolly's life unspent and upended? Sorry. Although I haven't much time yet in this fair city, I will keep looking into this mystery while I can. No, you didn't do anything. There's hair on the chair. Oh no, it's just the chair, not the hair. The wreckage of a wooden chair. Okay. That is a -5 hope. So we go with this one. Just about any old piece of furniture can be rehabilitated with a little care. There, 5 hope plus. I fucking knew it. I got you now, game. I got you. No more depressing thoughts, you shitty. No more. You're gonna be so cheery after this. You're gonna have to have a downer or something. A preacher! Oh, please, yes, entertain me. Blessings upon you, dear soul. I'm Ellie McBride, here to heed the Lord's word. I would have thought you'd have better things to do than preach to someone of my stature, Father. Nonsense, my child, as Jesus taught us to forgive the sinful woman who anointed his feet, the one to whom little is forgiven loves little. He calls not the righteous but the sinners to repentance. So he's calling me? Is that what you're saying? I have no regrets. I regret nothing this preacher would blame me for, at least. Ah, shit. Of course not. Again, Jesus tells us, let the one who is without sin cast the first stone. It is not my place to pronounce judgment upon you. Many of your ilk take delight in such pronouncements. Alas, I will not say you are wrong. Yet another teaching of Jesus tells us that we must remove the log from our own eye before we can help take the speck from our neighbors. Those who flaunt their piety before others will receive no other reward. But is that not what you're doing now? Wisely answered, perhaps, yet you are the one who came to speak to me, are you not? I'll be on my way. That was not what I was hoping, no, it was funny. That was not what I was hoping for at all. Exposed to the elements, the upholstery shows its age, like a fruit left to ripen in the sun. There's so many places to be. I'm not sure where we want to be. There's all sorts of shops and more gears. One thing I won't miss about London is the constant state of decay. How much steam is wasted just from this little leaky pipe, and how long before someone notices? Well, you just noticed, didn't you? Yikes. I believe this path will take me to the fashion district, like I desperately need to spruce my appearance up. This is a -5 hope, so we're going with this one. +5 hope. Fuck yeah! This is too easy now. Besides, it's not just looks that make or break a person. Character matters as well. Yeah. Right. That's it for today. I need a break from talking. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.